So tell me what are you noticing?
Kind of like jail.
This is called
Like the
IPA.
or the weird triangle.
Some people refer to it as the International Phonetic Alphabet, and other people say that the formal name of IPA represents International Phonetic Association, because this really is not an alphabet. It is not. What do you know about an alphabet? Every letter in an alphabet represents part of a spelling, right? We take our alphabet letters and we put them together and we spell words, right? But this is not about spelling. This is about pronouncing. So this is how you pronounce your name. And your normal way is how to spell it, right? So we have two different things. This is pronunciation, and those brackets that we got on the outside tell you pronounce it, not spell it, pronounce it, okay? So what are you noticing? Jackson, you had your hand up.
It looks like the O's are actually E's upside down. It looks like.
Are you looking at this in your name?
Yeah, and then looking like, and then
But there's Kian
and like A's are like it's
Okay.
like the last what or like last couple letters. And
Let's look at that. So your name is normally with an O-N, right? Okay. And Aiden, spell your name.
A-I-D-E-N.
Do we have anybody else?
Wait, no, mine is different though.
Okay.
B-E-N.
But do you have
What?
do you have the same symbols? Oh, here's another one with the same symbol.
Oh, yeah. Kian.
Me.
Is that A-N?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that. The same symbols. This thing that this symbol that kind of looks like an upside down E with what looks like an N. These are not alphabet letters. It's not the same thing. This is a symbol representing sound. So this can be spelled O-N, it can be spelled E-N, or it can be spelled A-N. That's what the cool thing about this is. It's not that spelling, it's the pronunciation. And even though we have three different spellings, don't we pronounce them all the same? Kian, Jackson, Aiden, Aisha.
Pretty much all of the names have a little apostrophe before them, except for one name.
That's right. And it's excellent. That's what we usually think of it as, an apostrophe, but it's a mark of stress. So it tells us where to put the stress when we say the name. So here it's Connor. It's not Connor. It's Connor. And here it's yeah, Kyla.
I'm
Right? Kyla. But where do we have it in a different spot?
Amelia? A little up.
Yeah, where is Amelia?
She's up at the top.
Your Emma
It's up. Stop.
Because we don't say Amelia, we say Amelia, right? That's where we have the stress. It's not here, it's here. And notice how this is at the beginning, at the end. When we pronounce her name, don't we end it the way we start it? Amelia, Amelia. We end it the same way with that up kind of thing. Yeah, so that's what that symbol is. Yeah. What else are you noticing about it, Amelia?
There's like two triangles like that.
So this symbol, and that's called a prolongation symbol. That just means we hold it out. That means we're hanging on to that vowel a little bit longer. Where do we have one? Oh yeah, Kiefer, right? Because it's not Kiefer, Kiefer, right? Kiefer. All right, and look, we got one here too.
Rihanna.
Brianna? Brianna? And Amelia, right? We got one of those there too. And what do we got here?
Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper. So this is ooh, right? Cooper. And what do we got here? Kian. And what's at the top? Riley. Yeah, you can see that we hang on to it a little bit.
Riley.
Okay, the This is cool. You guys are noticing a lot of interesting things. What else are you noticing?
And Benjamin is like a 3.
Oh, this symbol right here. Yeah, and actually, it's not acting alone in that word. Does anybody know what's being represented there? Jackson.
The E and the
These two together?
Right,
I bet you can represent these in your head. Benjamin. Then what comes next? Both of those. Yeah, it's this is what in spelling looks like that. Yeah.
Benjamin. DGA.
I should put that in that properly.
I've seen the A connected to the E basically, and a book I read, The Golden Compass.
Ah,
There's something called like a daemon.
yeah. And can you tell me what sound this represents?
And
Where do we see it? That's right. This is as in Jackson, right? So just knowing each other's name is going to help us remember what these sounds are represented here, these pronunciations, right?
And there's like a little line after like Kiefer and Cooper. Like there's like a little,
This,
yeah.
isn't that cool? I kind of like that. It's like combining this with this little hook, which is kind of, what do you suppose this is representing? If we're talking about spelling, what spelling would this symbol represent? What do you think? Look at your name. Yeah. You could.
It's
Right. Right. It's an unstressed ER at the end of the word. Yep. And it's like Kiefer. Where's the stress? Not on that. It's on the Kiefer. It's on the first part of your name, right? And that's kind of unstressed. So when it's unstressed, that's how it looks. And this is that representing the R, which is kind of a cool thing. Yeah.
There's a upside down R.
There is what looks like an upside down R. And what sound is represented by that? Right? So it's kind of predictable.
Is L just L? Like what is L?
Yes.
L is just L.
It looks like an L. It's really a symbol representing O.
And J is just J.
No.
No, it isn't.
Because this is, what name is this?
Danielle.
Danielle.
the way you say it.
Yeah.
And then J.
You're right, exactly. This is the way you say it, not the way you spell it. So what is the J representing? What looks like
Yeah.
a J here representing what sound?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. There's a K in your name.
There's this.
Yes.
Yep. K.
K is just K.
Yep.
It's supposed to be a C.
Right, if I was spelling your name, I'd spell it with a C. And if you look at your name tag, I did. But when I'm pronouncing it, Eric, the C is pronounced K. And this is the symbol that represents in IPA. Right? But I wouldn't, if I was writing your name out on a certificate, I would spell it with a C. Because that's what I would spell it. This is just the way you pronounce it. Good point. I'm glad you brought that up. I really am. There's another really interesting symbol up here that somebody should be paying attention to. What is that interesting symbol up there?
Charlotte.
Well, that's a name.
I know, but
What's the symbol that's so interesting?
It's a C-A-R-L-I-T.
That's not a C.
S type thing. S.
Yeah, look at this thing. Woo! And that, in your name, is represented by what letters?
C. S. M. C.
Right?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
That's how we spell it in your name, right?
Right.
It actually does. So it can also be represented by this spelling, can't it? How about that? This one symbol can be represented by this, and can be represented by this. And, okay, you're gonna love this. Did you know it can be represented by that? in spelling?
Well, can it be TH?
Kind of small.
Like
TH.
TH
PH.
Not TH.
PH?
It can be represented by the letter T in a word like action. There's no SH in action.
It's the I-N-I.
It's the
This is the suffix. This is, yeah, once we add the suffix, the T gets pronounced like that. Isn't that interesting? Cool. Cool.